And we are back. Welcome to Shark Coast Tactical Podcast number 40. I'm here with my homies. I have Omer.
Good afternoon.
What the fuck is that? Good afternoon. No more hello.
I'm an American.
Ah, okay.
This is American voice.
We have Luke the Glue Andrews.
What up?
And the amazing Dean Carroll.
What's going on?
And my name is Will Mead. I am the owner and founder of the Shark Coast Tactical, which really is nothing special. It just means I started the thing out of my house.
I mean, that's pretty special. What do you mean? Don't play it
It's
down.
not.
Don't play it down.
I'm the owner. I'm the founder. Like, what the fuck did I find? It's just me. It's just me and Lori.
You found all this.
Yeah, but it's just me and Lori. It's not like it's, I'm the founder. What did I fucking find? I didn't find anything. I'm the founder. How are you, Omar?
I'm good.
It's been a traumatic week for you, hasn't it?
It has.
Do you guys know it's been a traumatic week for Omar?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you know, Dean?
Yeah,
Do you know?
I know.
So Omar is a student of the philosophy of TRex Arms,
Of Lucas Botkin.
of Lucas Botkin.
I've got to make the distinction now.
Okay. If you've watched our podcast before, we allege that there is a shrine to Lucas in Omar's bathroom or closet, depending upon how you want to interpret it. And Lucas Botkins is leaving TRex Arms. And so it's, as Omar put it, it's your 9/11.
I wouldn't say that on camera, but yeah.
It's
I wasn't alive for that one.
It's your Pearl Harbor.
I'll never forget where I was standing when I opened the app, and that's the first thing I saw. Yeah,
Where were you standing?
I was in the bedroom, sitting right next to the bed. I was like, can't wait to go doom scroll. Open the app, the first post that comes up. No.
No.
Right through the
No,
heart.
no, Lucas, no.
Fell backwards onto the bed. Stared at the ceiling for 10 minutes.
What do you think, Deanie? Were you that jacked up over it?
Me? No. No, not me. I don't
No?
watch them. I don't hate them or like them. I don't watch them. So to me, T-Rex will still be there. He'll go do his thing. Omar will be a little sad. He'll get over it. Omar will get over it. He's strong, dude.
I've got to take off so many stickers now.
I love that range he's got. Like, I want to build that range.
I gave you the schematics. Drew it out for you.
No, you never did.
I did.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
But I really do. I want to build like that. I think he's got the coolest range. My only thoughts on the T-Rex videos is like they look so cool when you see the previews. And then when you start trying to watch one, I'm just like, I can't sit through the whole thing.
What is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't
his
I don't
voice?
know if it's his voice. I don't know if it's the lighting.
Skinny jeans?
I don't know if it's skinny jeans. I don't know, like, if it's how he looks, like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do like I was watching, before we got on, I was watching something about like some new optic or something on top of an optic. And I was like, man, that looks really fucking cool. And I was like, I should watch this. And then I remembered, I'm like, yeah, I can never sit through the videos. But I could just be really impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about the Mastech LRF is the video you're referencing, by the way.
Yes, sir. What's the Mastech? What
Yeah, right?
is that? The Vortex optic?
It's not Vortex, Magpul's selling one, but it's like a competitor to it's a laser rangefinder. That's what LRF stands for. It goes on top of your scope.
Did you hear that, Eric? Laser rangefinder is what it stands for.
Yeah. You hit a button, it sends a laser back, laser comes back, it reads the time between it going and back, gives you the exact distance.
It's not a red dot.
It's not a red dot, no.
Oh, fuck. All right.
But yeah, you can point at something super far away, hit a button, and then it tells you exactly how far away that's.
So Magpul came out with one.
Yeah.
Is it in stores or they're coming out with it? SHOT Show 2027.
No, I believe it's out.
Yeah, it's out. It's been sold out.
Yeah,
I guess people like it.
it's super cool. It's super cool. Other things like it have existed, but this one is significantly cheaper than the other ones, and
We're
way
OEM with
better.
Magpul.
What?
We're OEM with Magpul.
Cool. Well, you should get
Was
some.
it
if you-
cheaper? I thought it was more.
It's 1,900 MSRP, and the Vortex one is like 2,100 MSRP.
And the Vortex one you can't get until the Army contract is fulfilled. So it's like $1 billion Army contract. So you're never getting it.
Yeah.
I'm told, yeah. But back to the Bodkins. The Bodkins. Luke, what's your take on the destruction of TRex Arms and the loss of Lucas Botkin to?
I mean, if he did what he did to like stand up for himself and his family, I mean, more power to him. I don't know. I think it's going to be hard for him. Like, they had such a cool armory. I don't know, like his armory videos where he had like so many guns, so many optics, and like him to be able to compare them. Like, I don't know if he'll be able to do that anymore. So
Yeah, like who owns the guns?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
The LLC does.
Okay. Well, I mean, my LLC owns a lot of my stuff, but a lot of my stuff is in my name too.
No, all that stuff is in TRex's name, not Lucas's.
How do you know?
He's talked about it in the armory. I've watched every single video that it's been put out by that company.
Nice.
You know, you sound like you have trauma.
I mean, I would not use that word that lightly, but yeah, it's a big deal for me. Like, this is my role model, and it's my favorite company, and I don't know what to think now. I've got his fucking logo on everything, which I got to take off now. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. I've got like 6 of these things, and I don't know what to do now.
Bummer.
What holster do I recommend? What play carrier do I recommend? What belt do I recommend? They still make my favorite products, but do I still want to support them when their values don't align with a guy who's the reason I support the company? Like, I don't know.
Have you ever heard the saying, like, don't ever meet your heroes?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why it's a saying.
I'm sure.
All right, so let's get back at it before Omar derails us. So, Dean, do you know the skinny of it?
No, because all I seen that was actually said besides rumors.
Okay, so let me try to go through it. So, what day did the first
28th.
on the 28th? A cryptic message pops up on Lucas Botkin's Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like a separate Instagram from TRex.
Well, he posted on the 30th about an event that happened on the 28th.
Okay, so on his own Instagram, he posts something that he's leaving TRex Arms. And the reason he's leaving TRex Arms is because they don't adhere to the same set of values as he does.
Mm.
But the TRex Arms is allegedly 100 employees plus Lucas's brothers and his father. Like, I think it's Lucas's 2 brothers and Lucas's father, and then Lucas and their TRex Arms. So someone didn't adhere to their moral principles. And then, was it 2 days later or 1 day later?
2 days.
2 days later, TRex Arms releases kind of a flashy, well-marketed statement. And it was like, it was frames, and it says, all right, this is going to hurt. And then the next one on, and it said that somebody sent what was the word they used?
TRex team members sent an inappropriate image to someone very close to Lucas, is what they said.
An inappropriate image very close to Lucas, and since they didn't act quickly enough,
their initial response
was not terminating the employee.
Their initial response did not live up to the values that they hold.
The initial response didn't.
I've got the whole thing in my head. If you want me.
No, it's all right. No, because you'll get that look in your eye, like you're in Auschwitz, like you're
Jesus.
Like you do, dude. Like, you'll start talking about something you're really passionate about, and you'll get all like detached, and it's scary. So I got to draw you back from that. I got to draw you back. So so now the internet has run wild with the theories of what exactly happened, and Lucas has said he's not going to be back in the gun industry.
Not straight up. He's been.
What exactly did he say he was going to do?
He's been talking about the things that he wants to do after leaving TRex for a while. He hasn't commented on that since this most recent thing.
Okay, wait. He's talked about leaving TRex before.
He's talked about what he's going to do after TRex before, yeah. Because he already stepped down a couple years ago. He already stepped down as CEO. He was the CEO, and then he stepped down to make time for other ventures. He's an entrepreneur. He likes to start businesses, and he's talked about the next business ventures that he would like to do, and it has to do with clothing, video game production, teaching people how to start businesses, that kind of stuff. I don't see him opening another gun-related business. I think the next things he's going to do are going to be clothing, video games, entrepreneurship.
Do you know if he's represented by a talent agency?
No.
Like, is he represented by that company? What are they, Leviathan?
No.
He's not. Is he managed by a company like them?
No. That's always been his like big thing is that he's not managed by anybody. He values over money has always been his thing. So he's never been told what to make. But,
What's total followers on YouTube?
over 1 million.
More than Grantham?
No, less than Granthm.
Less than Grantham.
Yeah, but he doesn't make this. They don't make really the same content though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like T-Rex is more like information, and Grantham is like information plus like entertainment. Wouldn't you agree with that or no?
Yeah. I mean, both are kind of information plus entertainment.
Yeah.
T-Rex is a lot more information.
Yeah.
Grantham's a lot more entertainment.
So Grantham's more fun?
I mean,
I had to.
I watched to the end of most of Grantham's videos.
I can watch Grantham's videos. I mean, they're because you get little because they throw shit in that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. The lack of humor in his videos. It's just hard for me it's hard for me to watch something without a lack of humor, with too much seriousness. I think that's maybe why. So I got into a discussion with Omer on the whole T-Rex saga about why he would leave his company. So guys, do you think it is, and I know Omar's response, but do you guys think it's, does it smell fishy? Is it as cut and dry as he just stopped working because an inappropriate image got sent to his wife?
I don't think I would walk away from my own company if something like that happened.
All right, let's talk about that. If you had a company and you were with your father and your company is worth millions of dollars and you had all kinds of guns and all kinds of free stuff and a compound and a range and all kinds of shit, would you just up and leave if someone sent your wife a dick pic?
No, definitely not.
What would you do if someone sent your wife a dick? You'd go kick their ass.
That's what I would want to do.
You would
but
fight.
I own the company.
Right.
I wouldn't. But terminating.
No, you would go
immediately.
kick their. You'd go fight.
I would try not to.
You would try not to?
I would try not to. Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I don't want to be sued and lose my millions of dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what if would you have like challenged him to a match?
Out of anger and being a fucking man at first, yes. I'd probably be in this person's face if I knew who it was. Yeah. I'd be very mad.
What if Luke sent your woman a dick pic? What would you do?
Friendship would be over and I had to fight not caving his teeth in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That's my lady.
Yeah.
I should be protecting her image and my own.
okay, but what if?
I would sit and have a talk with you guys first. Like Luke, if you sent my wife a dick pic, I would first say, dude, are you okay? Is something wrong with you? Like, what is your deal?
why am I the?
I would say, like, Luke, what is your problem? Like, I would wonder, like, if he's, what's that thing that NFL players get?
CTE.
Yeah, like maybe if you have CTE or something. Like, why would you do something so fucking stupid?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk like that. For an issue like that.
You wouldn't want to talk with one of your friends?
If they did something like that, no.
Friendship is everything, though.
The friendship is gone once he crossed that line.
You think?
Yeah. Could you trust him again?
I have something similar happen. Like, I mean, like, so, when me and my wife were first getting together, when we were first getting together, like, she was, I mean, I don't know what happened, but we broke up, right? We broke up, and I think she might have been pregnant. No, maybe it was before she was pregnant. But we broke up, and like we like blocked each other, weren't talking, like we didn't talk for maybe 2 weeks. And I had a friend who would come by and help me with Shark Coast a bit, and I would reach out to him and be like, she's not calling me, and he's like, well, why don't you call her? I'm like, she can't call me. And that motherfucker was fucking running up in there, trying to get up in there. Yeah, like he took her out to lunch a couple times and shit like that.
You
And
remain friends?
fuck no. Fuck no. I was friends with that kid for 30 years.
Yeah.
30 fucking years I was friends with that kid. Maybe 35. I lived next door to him as a kid, as kids, like in his whole family. And I haven't talked to him since.
Yeah.
Never. But but I mean, I'm older now. I mean, you guys mean a lot to me though. Like if Luke, I would really think something was wrong with Luke. You know what I mean? I mean, like
I hear what you're saying, but for me,
it's just
I wouldn't care.
it's so fucking grave. It's such a fucking like what's the word I'm trying to use? It's so total. Like you're just gonna fucking leave your company and destroy everything because it's a dick pic or inappropriate image. Yeah. It had to be like, okay, so if it had to be a big dick, right?
It scared him. He ran away.
Omar, you had that look on your face again.
I'm just waiting my turn.
See, that's the look. That's the look. It's like Auschwitz. I'm entering the gas chamber. It sucks. That's what you look like.
I'm thinking about Malevelon Creek.
What's that?
Oh, no worries. Somebody will get it.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you worked somewhere,
All right, back up. No, had to be a big dick, right?
yeah,
Had to be a picture of a big cock, right?
yeah.
Can we at least agree upon? I mean, you wouldn't get angry about a picture of a small dick, would you? Wouldn't you just think it was really funny? Like if you got fucking micro penis and you send a picture to my woman, I pull it up like, what? Oh my fucking! I mean, if it was here, I would blow it up, make a fucking poster of it, and stick it all over production. I'd first make sure if it was okay with the girls, so we don't get nabbed for harassment shit. You know what I mean? No?
For me, no. I don't care the size of it. You send that to my lady, I'm mad.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be mad, but I'm saying that it would not elicit just such a total and complete response as to fucking blow my company up and maybe hurt the jobs of 100 individuals. Like there's 100 people working there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
What do you think, Omar? Or has the size of the alleged cockpick gotten on your radar or no?
No.
Have you thought about that?
It's not about the dick pic. It's about the response to the dick pic by the board.
So before you continue, I'm sorry. Was it a dick pic?
I mean, it's got to be.
Everybody's just assuming it's a dick pic.
Okay.
Except Gun Slaps. Gun Slaps says it was a picture of some manly man's legs.
It was a picture of baggy jeans.
Wait, Luke, what do you think? Big dick or not?
I mean, probably.
Okay.
I'd assume-
All right.
Maybe it's the opposite,
Eric.
though.
Eric says big. Yeah.
Maybe he's cool with it. He was like, "Oh, someone sent my wife a dick pic," and he was like, cool with it. And the rest of the people wanted the person fired, and he's like, "No, don't fire him. It's funny."
But then why?
That's not what happened. You're conspiracy.
And they're like,
You're
"Oh,
fucking-
we're gonna fire this person." He's
You're
like,
conspiracy.
I don't believe if they fire him.
It's fucking
All right, yeah.
Freddie Mercury's not gay.
No. So, what were you gonna say, Omar?
Sorry.
You didn't think about if it was a picture of a big cock.
Whenever you've gotten it out of your system, I'll give my take on what happened.
Like, let me preface. I'm not. I wasn't one of the people who ran you ragged about TRex.
I know.
I wasn't one of the people who like made fun of you about it.
You did, but
I'm actually gonna. I mean, I'm still gonna buy the holster and the belt because you told me to.
they make great product.
And I'll still I don't care if he left. And I'll try to watch his new videos. Like I do like the guy's range.
The range is the company's. If you're watching his videos, you won't see that range anymore. Like I said, I don't think he's going to do shooting content again.
That's so bizarre to me because I love shooting. I love it. I love shooting. I love guns. I love gun culture. In spite of the magnitude of bullshit that you get involved with between industry people, between the ATF, between the government, between working hard, between markets going up, markets going down, I still fucking love shooting. I love that shit. I love playing with guns. I love buying guns. I love shooting guns. I love paying people to take pictures of guns. I love getting videos. I love running a gun shop. I like it. So I mean, it's so. Like, so, I mean, I can relate. Like, so I have a wife. I don't have partners, but I can definitely relate to blowing up your business and saying I'm not going to fucking do it anymore. But to step away from guns completely, I don't know if I could do that.
I'm not saying you're stepping away from guns completely. It's stepping away from making gun content. It's different when you're filming it. Everything is different when you're filming it. If you're doing it for a job, it's never going to be as enjoyable as you doing it for your actual purpose of doing it. It's the same with video games. If you're playing video games every day for a living, if you're a video game streamer, it's not going to be fun for you. If a streamer stopped streaming, they're still going to play video games, but chances are they're not going to make content about making video games anymore. That's how I see it.
Okay, we see a little differently. So, all right, back to the size. This is what I think. I think that Lucas found the dick pic in the girl's phone.
Incorrect.
And like his wife didn't tell him about it, and he found it.
Something like that, yeah. Think about it. All right, so why would an independent person independently solicit a cock pic to somebody's married wife who is your boss and who could threaten like you could threaten the life of your company?
Alcohol.
Flirting has to already happen, I think.
Yes. There has to be some type of precipitation.
Yeah.
To bring in, like, you just don't send pictures of
even if you're drunk, you're not sending.
Yeah, I mean, because like chicks are a different thing because chicks are pretty, and like you're never gonna like. I mean, I think no. If a girl sent me a picture of her naked, I would tell my wife immediately.
Yeah,
but but it's different. I think it's different with guys. Like we're just not gonna send a fucking picture of a dick. You know, it's not unless it's like in some Instagram hoochie. You know, and but it's. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There had to be something more, right? I think that Lucas found something, and that it was because what else would make you just fucking blow up your company?
But why wouldn't he leave her and keep the company?
Well, because he's a devout Christian, and divorce is not an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, divorce is not an option if you're supposed to beholden to the Bible. You're supposed to work things out. It's you've made your commitment in front of God. Like it is a sin. Like adultery is a big sin. You're not supposed to do it, but you don't leave your wife for it. You don't kill her for it. Like you work it out because you want to make children and help the race go forward. And besides, and too, I love my wife. I do. Like I mean, I tell my wife bad shit if she ever cheated on me and stuff like that. But I don't. But I don't know what I would do, really. I mean, I love my wife to death. I think she's a genius. I love her. And if she did something stupid, I'd be like, what? What did you do? But we have, over a decade of being together. I mean, I wouldn't just end something over a dick pic. You know what I mean? But if there was elongated flirting.
Oh, yeah.
But think about it. So what would make him leave his company? There's a reason why someone sent the person a dick pic. And now there's no way for you and that person to work together. And it's so bad that you can't show your face at the company you built any longer.
That person would have to be someone high up like him, like he can't remove him.
It should have to be high. I bet, and people knew about it.
Yeah, maybe. I could see me leaving in that circumstance, yeah. I don't know if I would definitely walk away.
Something I think is true, or maybe I can construe as something I've learned along the way of being alive for 53 years, is nothing is as it seems. There's always more to the story.
Yeah.
Nothing's as cut as dry. And especially when it comes to women and men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a big proponent of getting married and staying with one chick and that's it. Mm. And the best way to be, the most simplest thing to do is just to focus on your chick and keep it that way and keep your cock in your pants and don't send dick pics because nothing ever fucking good happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but like the rest of the world is fucking horny, as we've seen. Like people do stupid shit when it comes to their junk. So like there's got to be more to the story. Either like I think like people in the company knew about it, because what would make you leave your brother, your father, and your fucking whatever that company's worth? All this shit?
Them not backing you?
Okay. Think about that though. Okay, why wouldn't they back them? So they're not going to back the golden goose. Right? Let's talk about that for a second. So what would make them not back the golden goose? What, yeah. He's such a dick that they don't want to back him. They think they can do it without him. Dude, he is the golden goose. He puts a video up of some fucking nonsense that they sell. Not that it's nonsense. Some product they sell, and they fucking sell $100,000 worth of shit or 100,000 units. Fucking there, yeah. Dude, you work that shit out. That's like Guns N' Roses going on tour, who then they hate each other, and what's his name can't sing. You figure it out because people will pay money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Omar. Tell us your take. I can't stand that look.
So in 2013, Lucas Botkin started TRex Arms in his garage making holsters for light-bearing, optic-supported firearms because it's a gap in the market. And TRex Arms is born with the mission value of arming serious citizens with the tools that they need to be serious. I'm assuming, I have no idea how the separate ownership happened, but I'm assuming he started the company with $2,000. He probably wanted to expand, but didn't have the money for it. So it became a family business where his family members, I believe it's his brother, his dad, and his brother-in-law, become the other owners of the company, probably give it a monetary boost to get it up on its feet. And now he does not own a majority of his own business that he started, but it's still his company. TRex Arms is an extension of Lucas Arms. TRex Arms is an extension of Lucas Botkin. He treats it like his own company, where he says inflammatory stuff. He talks about the things that he wants to talk about. He does stuff that is not good for business because in his mind, the priority is the mission of the company, not the business aspect of it.
Would you say he's kind of autistic?
He's definitely autistic.
Okay, so this has anybody recognized that? Does he wear the special colors? I'm sorry.
Anyway, I mean, the best example of it is like anytime they release a new product, he does an overview on it, and on his overview he says, if you do not have the expendable income to spend on this, do not buy this product. Go and invest your money elsewhere. Get financially stable first, or if this use case of this product does not apply to you, don't waste your money on buying it just to buy something from me. Do something good with your money. He is the mission statement of making sure that serious citizens are prepared, they have the tools that they need, and they are financially stable has always been more important to him than the business. I'm assuming the other three owners did not like that very much because the main thing of the post that they said is that there's been a divide between Lucas and the other three owners for years now. And I believe
Where have you seen that?
That's the first slide on the statement they released and the video that Isaac released.
That's right. Yeah.
There's in the email too. There's been a divide growing between Lucas and the other three owners for years now, and this was a tipping point of it. The dick pic thing is just a tipping point, but it's been building up for a very long time. I believe that divide has something to do with Lucas wanting to use his own company to share his values, to say inflammatory shit, because he doesn't believe in shutting up to make other people feel better. He wants to say what he wants to say, much like you.
I'm not anti-gay though.
Whatever. I'm sure you've got a lot of things that just by sharing it probably costs you the business of a couple people out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But you still go onto your live and
I still do it.
Now, if you had a board in your company, let's say
they wouldn't like that.
Let's say fucking Lori, Ian, and Ava start a board and they start telling you, you can't say that stuff. And they tell you, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. You need to treat it like this. That's probably what the divide was that's been growing, is that in his own company, they're telling him what to do, what not to do, because they're treating it more like a business. He's treating it more like his business. I think the tipping point situation, what happened is somebody sent dick pics to his wife. The dick pic part is not confirmed. We just know it was an inappropriate image. The wife part is confirmed. On his Discord, Lucas confirmed that it was to his wife. Somebody sent a picture to his wife.
There's a Discord?
Yeah. Aimbotkin.
Is that where you guys play video games together?
I wish I was in that Discord. No, I just got a screenshot.
Okay.
But great name, by the way. Aimbotkin. Oh, perfect.
What?
It's a game.
Aimbotkin?
Yes.
Like an aimbot. It's like a cheat in a video game where you can't miss.
Mm-hmm. It's a perfect name. But anyways.
He's trying to say Lucas can shoot. Go ahead.
I think that it was either someone very high up in the company or part of the family where the other three owners initially treated it the same way that you initially treated it, which is it's just a dick pic. It's not a big deal. And they probably didn't want to fire this individual or take the correct action against this individual because they were probably important to the company or a part of the family. And this was a tipping point where Lucas was like, all right, so not only are you saying I can't talk about the stuff I want to talk about, not only are you saying that I can't say the things I want to say or give the advice to the people that subscribe to me that I want to give because it's better for business or whatever, you are not allowing me to fire a guy who is hitting on my wife from my own company that I represent. And that was probably a tipping point where he said, you know what, fuck you. buy out my shares, I'm done, and walked out. That's my take on the thing. I think the main core of the issue is the fact that the other 3 owners that probably helped him get up on his feet want to treat it like a business because, of course, it's an investment. Their number one priority is money. But the entire company, the reason that TRex Arms is successful is because it's not just a make as much money as possible company. It's that it has there's a mission statement to the company. They have a goal, and it's to educate, it's to inform, it's to arm, it's to equip. Every time you buy something from their website, when you're checking out, they have a little checklist where you can check, I am serious about training and I train whenever I can. I carry a gun everywhere when I can, and I'm willing to risk my life to protect others. If you check all 3 of those boxes, you get a discount on your order. It's a mission statement focused company that I believe the other owners were wanting to play it more safe, telling Lucas, hey, don't say this shit on Twitter that you do. It's going to cost us customers, or don't go after this group, or don't go after these people, or whatever. I don't know the details, obviously, but I would assume that that is the gist of the situation. I think the whole thing of him realizing that his own family won't even back him when it comes to a matter of his wife and his values, and the fact that he doesn't even have the power to fire somebody making advances on his wife from his own company is probably what led him to just say, fuck it. I've got other business ventures I've been wanting to do anyways. I've already stepped down as CEO. You guys have everything set up already. Fuck you. Walked out. That is my take on the situation.
What do you think, Luke?
I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, especially like we don't really know how much money he made, but he probably made like enough to be fine for the rest of his life. So like, I feel like he could just be like, yeah, this is one chapter of my life. Don't really need to work ever again, and I'm gonna go, do something else. And I mean, I could get that.
There's just too many variables in it.
Yeah.
There's too many, I can't see a family turning on somebody. I can't see a family turning on the golden goose. As a person who has a family, or as a person who owns a business, I can't see me turning or not backing up. Like I can't see the family members not back. That's the fucking big question. How did if the family members, the dad, the brother, the brother-in-law, if they run the company with him, how they didn't back him as well, because their family fucking throws a whole wrench into your nice, well thought out, logical explanation. There's got to be something more to it.
Sure. He's already said that he's going to make a full statement in the next couple of months. He already started a new YouTube channel. That's where he's going to upload it. And he said on his Discord, he said, it was about my wife, and my side of the story will shock everybody. That's all we know concretely.
Yeah, he found something, dude. He fucking found something. He found something was going on. He found out, and it blew the whole fucking company up. It's dirty.
I don't agree with your assessment that it was his wife being
He just
unfaithful.
said, how is it going to fucking shock everybody if it's not fucking dirty?
The way that the people who are in charge of the company that has a very defined set of values are treating certain situations.
All right.
That's how I see it.
So let me ask you just a question for a second. Do you know how you just talked about how like this noble company that they purport to be, and all these little things, and how they say, and how he says in the if you don't have money to purchase this, don't purchase this. Mm-hmm. Use your money until you're more economically stable. Don't purchase this. Yada yada yada, whatever. Don't you think that's marketing?
I mean, of course, because he also says, we're capitalists. We're doing this to make money. That is the number one thing.
Right.
We're doing. It's. Not, I'm not saying like, oh, he's this Jesus-like figure that's so noble that he doesn't care if he makes money. He just wants to make other people happy.
That's exactly what you just said.
Of course, it's still a company that's making money, and they're very open about it. Like, hey, we buy these, we sell them at a markup to you, so that we can make money, so that we can stay open. What I'm saying is there's a value to the company that supersedes that, values over money. Like, of course, the core, yes, the company's going to make money. We live in a capitalist society. That is what companies do. That's what you have to do to be a business. He's not going and saying, never spend money with me. I'm going to give out everything for free. But there's values that supersede that. And I believe that the other owners do not agree that those values should supersede them making money.
I mean, I feel like that happens in every business that gets bought by investors. Like,
I mean, the checkout things, they have that in the product. They have the check. They have that already. They're not taking a loss on it. They already have it marked up with expectations of people checking and taking it off.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, it's fluff, dude. I get it. It's fluff. But it's all right. What do you think, Dean? Any more thoughts on it?
I agree with the fluff because me and Omar talked about this. Was like
he was getting railed though.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look, he's got that look on his face.
I don't know if she's getting railed, Omar.
Getting railed. Pound it.
But something I think
Something
bad
fucking happened.
Yeah.
Dude. Something bad happened.
Yeah.
Something bad happened. So I was gonna bet you a staccato that something bad happened.
And then he wouldn't shake my hand.
Okay, so I'm willing to go over. Like, so do you want to make a bet on what about a Trump gun?
I don't want a Trump gun. I would bet money that this has nothing to do with his wife being unfaithful. I would bet a lot of money on that.
What constitutes unfaithful?
As simple as flirting back. I don't think so. I think they're very... I don't believe so. I have no proof of it. I don't have any inside scoop at TRex Arms other than the fact that I get screenshots from their Discord. The way I read it, I don't think that's the situation at hand. I think it is a family and professional, disagreement with the other owners of the company about the company.
But he said his wife had something to do with it.
The
real story will shock you.
Yeah.
The final straw in the coffin was the fact that his family, who are also the co-owners of his business, wouldn't back him in a matter where his wife was getting advanced by somebody. But I don't think that constitutes his wife being unfaithful in any way.
So you don't think she cheated, or that picture was sitting in her phone and she didn't say anything and Lucas found it?
I don't think so.
You bet on that?
I would bet on that.
You would bet a staccato on it.
What? So you have to buy a Willis staccato if you lost?
Yeah, but if I won, he would have to give me a staccato.
Yeah, vice versa, yeah.
I might have to take that bet.
We'll talk about it.
I'll think of it more. I might have to take it. Because that's win-win for me.
It's a good bet.
That's a good bet. Well, I mean, I apologize, Omer. I feel bad that you're that the era of T-Rex has ended.
You think this company's going to sink after this?
Nope. They're definitely going to get a huge hit in their sales, but no, I don't think they're going to sink because everything's already set up. They've got all the infrastructure. They've got all the e-commerce set up. Like, the company's still going to be around. They're still going to be making great holsters and great belts and great nylon product, all of that. I would still recommend, if you're looking for a holster, if you are looking for a belt or a plate carrier, you buy a T-Rex. I just have qualms now because the reason I supported T-Rex was because of Lucas. And I feel like this is a detail worth sharing. It's not just Lucas who walked out. There are a few other employees who walked out explicitly saying it's because of how this situation was handled by the other three owners. Biggest one being Brantley Marion, who is their grandmaster shooter. He was Brantley was the T-Rex grandmaster shooter who probably got hired because he became grandmaster shooting Glocks, which is awesome. Love Brantley. He also walked out because of how Lucas was treated in the situation.
I thought maybe it was Brantley who sent the dick pic.
No. He walked out and he said, I'm doing
Who's the hottest dude over there? Who's pretty over there?
The fuck kind of question is that?
Well, did he quit? Is there like a pretty guy over there? Is there Grantham type over there? Steroids and shit. I think it would be like a total opposite of Lucas. Like steroids and muscles and like legs and baggy pants.
How much do you have to talk about men being attractive until it's gay? You think there's a line? You think you might be teetering on that line?
No.
We were having this conversation with Eric where Eric's describing in detail just how large the cock would have to be to make him leave. And I'm like, Eric, you get to a point of describing a penis in detail where it's just gay, dog.
Yeah, but Eric's a Marine.
That gives him a pass?
I mean, they're fucking really weird, dude. Like, infantry Marines, they're really weird. Like, they're weird. They do some weird shit.
Seen a couple cocks in the shower in his day?
mean, they're fucking weird people. They do some weird shit.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It sucks for me.
Was he really saying, well, let's think how big it was. It probably had to be a little girthy.
No, he
6
specifically
inches in girth.
He said it had to be the girth of a soda can.
No, he was just saying that to fuck with you. He was, ain't no Tommy Lee Cock. It's like Tommy Lee Cock, dude. That's scary shit.
Holy shit.
I think it was a combination of shit. I think that I think that there's more to the story. There's always is. I can definitely empathize with the guy. And because I own my own company, and I can empathize with not like being part of something that I love, and that would tear me up inside. It would tear me up to build something and to have it taken away. It would tear me up if anybody disrespected my wife. I get fucking crazy and stupid. I get weird when people when I think something bad is going on with one of my family members, I get kind of ring ding ding. So I can only imagine what happened and my thoughts. You know, I can empathize with the young man. But I think that TRex Arms will be fine.
Yeah, I think so. They take a little hit right now in the beginning where everyone's got their feelings out.
Because there's always there's a saying, there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah,
there's another personality out there who can jump on and be the next person who demos their stuff and creates stuff. There are other people out there who want to create product. You know, there's a whole generation of people out there who need jobs. You know, that who will film, who will do things, and will take the company forward. And they have enough infrastructure in place to keep going. But my thoughts and prayers out there to you, Lucas. Sorry.
Lucas.
For Lucas.
Lucas.
To Lucas.
The glue.
So it's Killdozer Day.
It is Killdozer Day.
It's Killdozer Day.
21st. It can buy beer now.
I love Killdozer Day. So, Dean, I wanted to ask you, if someone wanted to get into long range, what should they do? Do you have step-by-step long range advice?
I wouldn't say step by step. I have some advice. First and foremost, pick whatever fucking caliber you want to shoot. Don't listen to everyone. You need this caliber. Don't shoot this one. Pick which one you like.
Wait. Okay, so now I'm fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Because I thought most definitely you would pick 6.5.
For me, I pick 6.5.
Wouldn't anybody pick 6.5?
I'm not gonna push 6.5 on someone. I like it. It's my favorite. There's lots of rounds that can shoot long distance, so that's why I tell anyone, pick what you like.
May I interrupt?
No,
Sure
Luke.
can.
Okay. You fuck off. Of course you can interrupt, homie.
You were telling me I should get a bolt gun, and I said, "Oh, what about a Ruger 5.56?" You were like, "No, don't get that." This is the exact opposite.
But at the end of the day, you're going to pick what you want.
Yeah,
Because you don't want to have that argument with someone you're trying to get into a sport. So pick what round you want to shoot and find the gun. And then, past that, what will be the first, great
So
step?
find the gun. So you don't recommend for everybody to go to spend like a $3,000, how much? I don't even want to ask how much your gun cost, but
A lot, yeah, we like that.
Your first gun, though, didn't it? You bought a Tikka from us.
First guy, I brought the Ruger American Predator in 6.5.
Yeah, the Ruger American Predator in
Yeah.
6.5. What'd you do with that?
Shot it for 3 years, and then my buddy Joe Knight that comes in here has it now.
Joe Knight. I have no
Yeah.
idea who that is.
Tall guy, cop.
Yeah, Joe Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he always say him. and
Where's
his
he
friend-
been?
He works so much that I hardly see him.
Yeah.
He never gets a day off. But yeah, I started with a cheaper bolt gun. I picked the caliber I wanted. You don't have to spend $3,000 on a gun.
Okay, so you don't have to spend $3,000.
No.
Buy what you can, and then what?
Pick your budget.
What about your optic?
Once you have your budget, I would say this changes for a lot of people. I would try to get almost 50% of your budget into your optic. You want to spend the most money on your optic. That way you can see what you're shooting is how I believe it. Because all other guns, when you pull the trigger, it's going to go bang. Better ones that cost more will do it a little smoother, but guns will go off. But if you have a crappy optic and you can't see what you're trying to hit, this sport will be no fun for you. So I would say try to take about 50% of your budget and throw it onto your optic, and the rest build your gun out.
Where do you go in our area?
To shoot?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Where are the places to go?
Manatee Gun and Archery Range is the easiest one to get to from our location here, because it's about 40 minutes from the shop. They go out to 1,000 yards.
It's a healthy 50.
Is it?
It's a healthy 50 minutes, yeah.
So we'll say, it's about an hour away, but they go out to 1,000 yards. So you have like 300, 600, and 1,000 you can shoot out there. They're all good yardage to practice on.
Are they welcoming out there?
Yeah, I would say so. I haven't been to any long distance range where I didn't feel welcomed.
Okay.
I haven't experienced that whatsoever. So I would definitely highly recommend, if you're getting into it, go out to Manatee. Some of the guys out there that work there and some of the long range guys will help you. A lot of people came up to me when I first got into it. Hey, you're doing this wrong. Hey, try this. They give you your 2 cents about their calibers they like and why you shouldn't shoot this one and that one.
How long have you been doing long range?
I don't know the year. I want to say somewhere around 10 years. From the when I got the Ruger. I think that was about 8 to 10 years.
I have no recollection of you buying the Ruger.
I didn't work here yet. I was already
I'm sure.
Here.
Yeah.
It was kind of towards the beginning of me coming here, because I think the Ruger was maybe my 3rd or 4th gun I owned.
I remember you would sit and look at the gun for hours.
Oh yeah.
And then you'd buy it.
I should be hanging out.
Sit there and hanging out for hours, and then you
it's all my
smiling,
thoughts. It's the thoughts.
walking back and looking at it.
I don't want buyer's remorse.
Okay, I get it.
But that's when I realized it doesn't really matter which rifle we're going to grab if you're first getting into it. Spend your money on the glass. Spend the money on your scope, and you'll have an amazing time.
I'm definitely doing it. I'm definitely going to, I want to get something.
Yeah.
I did a bolt action, I did a bolt action Blackout recently. I took a gun that we make, oh God. I took a gun that we make that we prototyped for Ruger, and and I found the stock or some shit. I found it over there. I think Ruger sent us that gun so we could prototype that camo pattern on it, and then the project never went anywhere.
Oh.
They wanted to take all of our capacity, and they wanted us to do 10,000 of those fucking things. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. But it didn't work out. But I shot that, and it's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun it's fun just doing pow, dink,
and it's fun with at least 2 people to have someone to spot
dink.
for you and shoot. Oh, that's great.
So, but the only problem with Blackout is it's can't go that far.
Yeah, it won't go that far. Yeah.
So now I want a 6.5 something. I gotta
something that can shoot 1,000 yards.
Something that can shoot 1,000 yards. But I mean,
Easy.
Yeah,
because everything kind of it arcs in. But yeah, we want to hit 1,000 yards without too much work going into it. We'll say.
The thing lately that I've realized is and I said earlier today in the podcast, is I like shooting, and it's such a weird thing because I've been doing it for years now. Since that fateful day in 2008. Where I shot the revolver at Knight's Trail. But I still fucking like it.
Yeah.
I still like it, man. I like anything. I like 22s, I like handguns, I like ARs, I like AKs, I like 9mm PCCs. I love shooting. I'm not as good as Omer, but I like doing it a lot. And I like kit and playing with shit and buying shit, and it doesn't get boring to me. You know, it doesn't get boring. And fishing, I'm kind of bored with fishing.
I never got into fishing.
Oh man, I was so fucking addicted to fishing. It wasn't even funny. So addicted to fishing. I was so addicted that I went and bought a fucking $100,000 boat. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of guns. And I went, but after I think fishing's fucking kind of boring nowadays. I'll go do it, but I'm not if I can go looking for grouper or go shooting some steel, I'll go shoot.
Yeah.
I just don't. And then there's so many different facets of it where it's okay, so let's go do night vision. All right, well let's try long range. Let's go do a handgun match. Let's go do a PCC match. Let's go shoot this. Let's go shoot suppressors. Let's go. I mean, it's it never gets boring.
Yeah, and there's always new stuff coming out to try, and
there's always new stuff coming out to try.
There's not new fish.
Yeah, so it's so I want to get when it comes in. What'd you say? What was it? What was funny?
I said there's not new fish coming out.
No, there's not.
Yeah, like you go out, there's the same fish every time.
You're kind of right. Like so you catch a grouper. So groupers are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever caught a big grouper?
Not a grouper, no.
Dude, so you go fucking far as fuck out there to where the water's a different color and you can't see shit. And if you fall off the boat, you're dead man. Probably not really, but like it's and you find them using your numbers and your depth finder. You can see them. You can see where they are. You have numbers from people who are like, hey, there's shit here. You fucking drop your bait on the bottom with a good pull and hold on. Like, cause dude, when they hit it doubles you over and you got to pull it up. And it's
how big are these? Are we talking?
They're like this big. They're not even that big.
Oh, really?
Like fish aren't even like fish that deep, or they fight so hard. It's like a fucking pulling up a Volkswagen. Yeah, it's tough. Big? Yeah. And then every so often like something bigger fucking bites it, like a Jewfish or a Goliath grouper will fucking eat your smaller grouper and you can't get it up. Or a shark will come by.
Did you say Jewfish?
Yeah, Goliath groupers used to be called Jewfish.
Interesting.
They got changed during the Obama years. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, in Bradenton there's Jewfish Island.
It's really funny. I went to Jewfish Island and
there
everyone
is.
knew you.
That's where you used to go back in the day in high school. Everybody used to go Jewfish. That's where you used to go.
It's pretty funny. Do they have the yarmulke?
No, I don't know why. It's just, but the Goliath grouper is this big fucking massive grouper. It's the size of a car, and they eat shit, and it's anyway. But I mean, like I just fucking want to get into long range.
Yeah, you should build one.
I don't want to build one.
Well, I mean, buy one for the scope on, not like from scratch.
Yeah,
but
I definitely want to. I mean, I want 6.5. Where else can you go besides Manatee, or should someone just go to Manatee?
Manatee's the closest. The other one, my favorite long distance range is a Immokalee range down in Immokalee, Florida.
Oh, you've been there?
Yeah, I go there a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
What about the one? So is that the one that's out east?
Or
is
no,
it
this
south?
is south.
So it's not. So there's Okeechobee is out east, right? There's like some big fucking range called Okeechobee.
I've never been to that one, but yeah, I would like to shoot that. I mean, I should go to that one time. But Immokalee down south, it's more south than Fort Myers. It's a little dry, but it's so worth it. And the range goes out to 1 mile, so you get to shoot a mile. And unlike when you're at like Manatee,
how do you see the mirage? How do you see through the mirage in a mile?
That's why you want to get good glass. Spend half your budget on your glass.
Really?
And then mirage is always going to fuck up any scope you get. But then as you start learning to shoot, there's ways to defeat it. We'll say.
Okay.
To hit targets accurately through a mirage.
What about you, Luke? So you guys are fighting over the bolt action used gun that's back there, right?
Yeah, me and Andrew.
There's a Remington 700.
Yeah, Remington 700 and 308.
And did I not give the guy a good value for it? How much did we have into it?
Do you want me to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
700.
Oh, I gave that much?
Yeah, I mean it has a Night Force on it.
Oh,
whoa! 700 with a Night Force?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's good value.
Oh no, dude, it's fucking heavy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's what you felt his gun?
Distance, yeah.
His gun is heavy.
A gun is heavy.
Twice as heavy as that almost.
Oh, you like it because it's old school SWAT looking gun.
It does look that. It does look like that. Yeah. It is. It's just really cool. It does need to be threaded though. That's the only thing. But it has a.
And you guys are fighting over it?
Well, neither of them even came
and asked
you for it. Yeah.
Would you guys do it? That's what people do. They fucking sit and talk about shit and nobody tells me.
I keep trying to get them to go ask Will. Go talk to Will.
That was like yesterday.
It was Friday.
It was
Friday. I told him to talk to you.
No, it was Monday night. That was Monday.
We were just talking in the back and you said it was Friday.
It's Monday.
Okay, we'll go with Monday.
He's a backtracker, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm not backtracker.
Backtracking.
All right, back up. No.
it's a Friday, but go ahead.
Anyways, it's I don't know. It's just went into the pawn system on Monday. Got 30 days.
For Andrew to take it from you, yes.
If he wants it, he can. I mean,
Do you guys want to have like a death contest in the back?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
you'll fight Andrew for it?
Yeah. Candrew? Yeah.
Candrew, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Andrew. Andrew Skinny Andrew whip your ass.
Oh.
I can't believe you call him Skinny Andrew.
Because Omar, have I told you before, I am fat. And when you grow up fat, everybody is skinny toward you. Like, you're really skinny.
I'm Lucas-sized.
He's not skinny. I was looking at him today. He's not. He's got a little bit. He's been eating well. He maybe used to be skinny, but
Thanks
been
for
eating.
noticing.
What? He's been eating well. Not you.
Yeah, so Luke can get the 308, you get a 6.5, and let's go out.
Dean, what do you think about gas guns for long range?
Oh, man.
It's a great question. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So like a
AR-10s.
like AR-10s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I don't do it. So I don't know if I really have an opinion. I'm going to say the bolt gun's better and more accurate. And I'm sure there's going to be people, no, that's not true, but that's going to be my stance on it. If I want more accuracy, I'm grabbing the bolt gun. Tighter tolerances and things like that. It doesn't need to run and be semi-auto. And then I feel it's kind of cheating because I have a semi-auto gun. I don't care if I'm shooting 1,000 yards. If I miss, I can just pull my finger and send more and walk them in. And then, boom, I hit it 1,000 yards. But with something like that, say that was 6.5, get your numbers right, get your windage, learn to defeat the Mirage, take that shot and all your build up before the shot. It makes the shot feel more worth it when you hit. It makes me smile. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just fucking pulled that off. Holding like 2 mil win and things like that and not just walking it in.
Yeah, long distance shooting with a gas gun is like cheating in a video game or shooting PCC at a USPSA match.
But
it's
I think people love it, so I'm not going to shit on
What's
it.
that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, he just took a dig at you. Oh.
you know my thing. It's cheating. I'm not shitting on you. I just find it hilarious because every single person that shoots PCC at competition reacts exactly the way you do, and it's hilarious to me.
All right. We can get into this now.
We have to at this point.
All right. So something Omar and I have been doing, and me is I've been getting into competition. Omer and I went and shot the competition night vision match at Manatee Gun and Archery. For a plug for Manatee Gun and Archery, if you don't know about it, it's out on
Load
Road. It's out east in Bradenton 64, I believe. It's a great facility, and there's new board membership. And if you're not a member out there, if you haven't been out there, I recommend going. And that's my plug on Manatee Gun and Archery. We did a night shoot. It was very late when we finished. Omer got 4th, and I got 15th.
14th. I think I got 14th.
14th.
Yeah.
And then I did another match, the mini match at the Take Aim, which is another cool place to go, and I disqualified. And I have a PCC. I decided to run PCC, and then I ran PCC again on Monday, and I got 10th. And Omar makes fun of me because I'm having PC because you're not supposed to bring it. Why fucking have it in part of the match if you can't fucking bring it?
It's a joke, man. It's
not a joke. You're fucking with me. You fucking
exactly.
Fuck them up.
It's the whole thing of, it's obviously easier to shoot a rifle than a pistol. It's funny to say you're cheating because you're using a PCC. It's hilarious. I mean, people would do it when I went to, because I went to the.
What about those people with the built-up guns?
The open division, that's also cheating, but it's cool because it's still a pistol. But when
I shot open. You call me a fucking cheater?
Yes.
You're a bitch.
The Monday night minis, I did that every Monday for a year, and
you did?
Yeah. There's one gentleman, I forget his name, but he's got this. I'm sure you saw him there. He's got this really cool AR9 with like red anodized parts, and it's got 2 SROs on it. It's got 2 red dots, zeroed for different distances or whatever. And he would take first place like every single night. And there's a grandmaster shooter that goes to Monday nights. His name is Kyle. And he shoots one of those ridiculous open guns. Sometimes he shoots other stuff, but you see him move, and it's like ridiculous. By the time he's taken 3 steps, he's engaged like 9 targets.
Yeah.
Seeing a grandmaster shoot is like incredible. You've got to see it. And then you see the other gentleman walk through the same course with his PCC, and he's just fucking tearing it down. And it's so funny to see at the end of the day that he performed better than the grandmaster shooter. And every time he does, everybody would call him a cheater, and it was hilarious, and everybody would laugh. And I've kind of kept it up because I think it's hilarious to call people who shoot PCCs at USPSA matches cheaters, because everybody else has pistols and you've got a stock.
But it is different divisions.
It is different divisions.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm completely just fucking around.
Okay.
But
No, you're not.
it is it's hilarious because everybody reacts the way you do.
You wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do what?
No, I mean, okay. So would you shoot PCC at a? Would you shoot a PCC at the mini match?
No.
No. And why would you? Why wouldn't you?
Because
you think it's cheating.
No, because I want to work on my pistol. That's what I'm doing these competitions for. I don't need, I mean, in my mind, there's no practical application to a PCC. I'm either shooting at a rifle or a pistol. The pistol's the thing I carry with me every day. That's it. If I'm going to get into a situation where I have to use a firearm, it's going to be my pistol. I'm not insane where I think I'm going to have the time to run up the stairs and grab my plate carrier and my rifle and come back down and go, face me now, coward. Like,
What about Mike McGowan used to always say that he's going to be naked with night vision and a 9mm AR.
Home defense is different, but home defense isn't.
So you just said practical application, which home defense falls under.
Well, okay, so people think that home defense is CQB, where you're clearing out your house. Home defense is camping a corner. Home defense is you sit in a corner and you wait for someone around the corner and you blast them. That's home defense. You're not going around clearing rooms, fucking doing GBRS style CQB. Like it's.
Where's my wife?
You're sitting in a corner and you're waiting to shoot the fucker who's entered your home. And yes, I'll have a rifle for that, but I don't need to really train USPSA shooting for that.
Okay.
As a random dude on the internet who's never had to use a firearm for anything other than fucking around, like, my opinion does not matter, but that's my opinion.
I chose the PCC just because I want to be able to shoot my Strybog.
It's awesome.
I just like it.
It's great. I have no problem with it. I just think it's hilarious the reaction you get when you say it's cheating.
No, see, I can see that smile. You relish in the fact that you can fuck with me on this.
Yeah, you like to push your buttons on.
You like to push fucking buttons.
You get to push my buttons. I have so little to push back.
I never push
Give
your
me this
buttons.
one thing.
I never ever push your buttons. I never fuck with you.
Eric, roll the tape back.
Except I send you the pictures of the screenshots of the foreign people who message me.
That is something he does. Every single time you get
No. I get tons. I only send you
okay.
the good ones.
I get like 3 a week of you sending me a message of like Khabib Al-Jabbar sending you a message being like, how much to ship to Myanmar?
I wish there's a way to send to forward you because they all send voice recorded calls. It's so fucking funny.
Do you guys ship to Kazakhstan?
Egypt. I want to know Egypt. The thing that I've learned from matches, that at least this is my take of matches. So matches, number one, everybody's a fucking dork. Like I was always kind of worried about, let me explain that. I was always worried that people would front and people would act too fucking cool. And I'm not even sure if people are acting that way. But from what I see, there's nobody I've gone to 3 of them and there's nobody who's intimidating. Like I haven't seen anybody who's like, I'm like intimidated. Like I can't, or maybe I'm just old. I don't give a fuck anymore. But like, I haven't gone anywhere, any of these matches and ever felt like I'm intimidated and I can't shoot my guns in front of these people. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's number one. Number two, I've learned like how not to DQ. Like you're like the thing is you just don't fucking point your gun at anybody.
Yeah.
And you don't point your gun. You just don't point your gun at anybody. And you know, and understand that people will walk in front of your gun. They will walk in front of people will walk in front of your gun, which is very unsafe. And they do anyway, but I think that number one, it's not an intimidating thing. I think number two, it's super fun if I focus on me, you know what I mean? It's super fun. Like if I don't worry about anything, like if I'm going to do this, I'm going to see my results and then the other thing is the people that I've come in contact with are kind of friendly.
I think everyone at the match is friendly. You can ask anyone a question if they're better or worse shooter than you. Everyone's usually friendly.
People did come up to me and say like some freaky shit though.
Like what?
Oh, like some guy was walking up. Some guy walked up because I shoot. I'm sure that I'm going to get a lot of. I shoot the match with the chest rig. I don't have a belt yet. I was going to buy a belt from TRex Arms, but now I don't know what to do.
You should still do that. I'll set it up for you.
But I use
that dick pic stuff.
Like I like using my like chest rig. Like I shoot, with my chest rig, every other. That's how I reload and stuff like that. And I'm comfortable with it. And there was this one guy, and I'm sure he was probably a grandmaster, because he could do that. He could move, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And he's really good, and he just keeps looking at me, and he's like, you look like you're paramilitary and ready for war. And I was just like, yeah, you've got a CZ. He's like, what does that mean? I'm like, if you don't know what that means, I can't help you.
Gun slaps his ruining CZs.
That's one thing that Dean told me before I did any of the Monday night shoots is like I was very scared that people were gonna like make fun of me and critique me and shit on me if I'm not perfect. So I kept telling him like, dude, I want to keep going to the range and I want to get to a point where I feel comfortable shooting in front of others before I go to any matches. And Dean would just tell me, dude, nobody's gonna treat you like that. That's all in your head. Everybody there is friendly. Everybody there is accommodating to beginners. People will be friendly with you. People will give you good advice. They're not going to fucking shit on you for not shooting perfectly. That's what everybody is there for, to get better and to help others get better. And I didn't believe him until I actually went. And then that was my experience the first night, and the next night, and the next night. And I realized that's the experience.
Why'd you stop going?
They made it sign up only. And the first time I tried to sign up, I was there like, I'm sure it was because it was just turned into sign up only, but it was getting overcrowded. People were just, because it was just show up and do it, and people were telling friends to show up, and word of mouth got out of hand, and now it got to a point where there were so many shooters showing up that instead of being able to run 5 or 6 stages, we were running 1 or 2 stages. Yeah. So it's like you go there for 3 hours, you stand around for all of that time just to shoot for 25 seconds max. So they made it sign up only to keep the number of people in there normal. And for the following, I think I tried it for a month. Every time I tried to sign up, I would go to the page 4 minutes after sign up opened and it'd already be full. Ooh. And I just gave up on it. I'm sure it was just that first month when it was sign up only. Eventually, I'm sure a lot.
What time? Like you would get up at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. No, I don't remember when it was a while ago.
It goes live at 7.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a time when they first did it or whatever, but I remember being there minutes after sign up opened and it would already be full. And I just kind of gave up on it thinking that's how it was always going to be, but I'm sure a lot of people did exactly what I did and then signed up.
I got in this week.
Yeah.
But it's full. Do you want me to get you in?
Sure.
I can try.
Is that sign up thing still a thing?
Yeah, it's still a thing. It's good. I mean, there were only 25 people last time, maybe 20. It goes fast. We did 4 stages.
Yeah, that's good. Around 20 something people. That's good. Last time I went, there was 42 people there, and I was like, "Oh, this is."
The thing the thing that I've learned is number one, the conglomeration of guns. There's everything you could think of, Canex, SIGs. I think judging by all of our gear, all of us have decent gear compared to other people that are out there.
I seen a guy out there at a 43X pulling his spare magazines out of his pocket for reloads to shoot the course.
I love that guy. I know exactly what you're talking about, and he's a really good shooter.
Yeah, he's good, yeah.
He draws from concealment with his 43X, grabs his mags out of his holster. He's a tall, skinny guy, and he fucking burns it down. He scores really, really well just doing that.
Yeah, that guy practices that. He's doing it on purpose, though.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Love to see that.
But, and then there's and then a lot of people make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed, there's a lot of people dropping their mags, a lot of guns not working.
Yeah.
A lot of guns, man, not working. You get squib rounds and this and that. And so, all my, I would make sure that everything I would make sure that my stuff works completely fucking perfect before I'd bring it to a match. That's what I usually do when I go shooting. If I get a new gun, like my Strybog, then I've got it in perfect order before I'd even think about going to a match. And I guess not everybody does that, or people forget. I don't know.
People use that one because that's a practice match. That's where you can kind of try something new, try a new gun, try a new round, or try different patterns.
What if I use the machine gun? How would the scoring go?
The people who have to pace the targets will hate you, but the people who
The
are
scoring's still the same.
yeah, it's just your best 2 hits that count. So if you can manage to hit 2 rounds out of your 30-round burst in the A zone, that's the same as just hitting it twice in the A zone.
Okay.
But there's one other guy there.
What if you fucked up the target? Then they'd be pretty bummed.
Well, yeah,
out.
because you have to patch the targets up with these tiny pasters, and if you put 30 holes in one target,
But then you would come in last place because you just shot way too many rounds. And you would be wasting time on your reload through the magazine end. The one target, you got like 10 rounds into it. Your time is going to suffer, and then your score would suffer.
So like all right. So the thing that I've learned about competition shooting so far in my journey is number one, there's nobody there who's really intimidating. Like I haven't seen like fucking like Terran Tactical's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't seen anybody that would give me the heebie-jeebies. Like, oh God,
you find Terran Butler intimidating?
No, I mean I don't know, not Terran, but I don't know.
Okay,
but I mean, I don't know. I always like you would suspect if you go do something new, you get intimidated by the people who are there. Like if I went to go do jujitsu, fuck yeah, I'd be intimidated.
I'd pay to see that.
I'd be intimidated. I'm sure you would. You fucking hate me, don't you?
What are you talking about?
I'd pay to see you hurt. I'd pay to see you hurt. But so it doesn't seem to be intimidating. I went to three different places. Neither one of them seemed to be that intimidating. Maybe it's different. There's a whole conglomeration of different fucking builds. Like you would think that everybody would have the best of the best everything they could afford. No, that's not it.
Yeah,
everybody,
not at all.
There's a lot of it's fucking hodgepodge. Like people had hodgepodge shit at the night match.
Yeah,
just trying to fucking get in. Like people, I thought everybody would have like the best of the best. The best handgun to use, the best fucking rifle to use, the best PCC to use. No, it was hodgepodge shit.
They're just bringing out what they have.
And a lot of it didn't work. And then there's people like there's a top performing people who are really fucking good. Like maybe, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of people who are not good. And they still do it, and they've done it for a while. Like that's what I've noticed. Like people who you would think like, oh, you go, like people who go all the time, you'd think they'd be fucking badasses, and they're not. They're mediocre. And what I've learned is everything is okay.
Yeah,
it's an okay thing to get into, and there's no reason not to do it.
Be safe, have fun.
Yeah, be safe, have fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like every chance I get, I'm gonna go.
I like that you're enjoying it. It makes me happy.
Why?
I don't know, because I've never seen you
happy about
wanting
anything?
to do something like this, like competition, and just that you're so happy about it, and I love it. I don't know, I just like it.
Well, I mean, it goes back to like I'm just still really into fucking shooting. Like
Yeah.
I stopped playing with my night vision for a while the other day. Like I stopped I started playing WoW again, and I got away from doing night vision all during the winter and football season. And then I went and did night vision again, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this is so much fun. I think just shooting night vision on your own is more fun than competition. But
Yeah.
I'll do a competition with night vision. But I think that shooting night vision, just trying and different things and using your gun is more fun. Like just walking around with night vision is fucking badass.
Yeah.
But I learned like I like everything about. I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm doing as long as there's a fucking gun in my hands. It's fun, and if I can do it too, do competition shooting, then it's just another facet of it. And the only thing that gets me going is I hate going to fucking places where people are dicks.
Yeah.
Hate that shit. I hate where people think they're fucking too cool, and then either I've gotten old and I don't give a fuck about people anymore, really to the point where I don't even notice it, or people are just nicer in the community. I'm not sure. I mean,
I think at the matches they're nicer. I think it might be because I thought the same thing. Like you want to go, but you're nervous. Like I'm going to make an ass out of myself. Something's going to happen. You're just nervous shooting in front of all the people. Then you get out there. Everyone was that way at one point, and they're just trying to help everyone.
But
So
even when the brothers talked about it, I mean, it sounded like a fucking cult. Like it sounded like a cult and really hard, and it's not hard. I mean, it's okay. You just don't fucking point your gun at anybody.
Yeah.
You just and don't worry about like I was so worried about DQing, so worried. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be embarrassed. Oh no! And then I did it, and I was like, that's pretty funny. That sucks. I mean, there was no chance of me being unsafe with when I DQ'd. There was no chance of me being unsafe, but like it still had happened, and I was like, it's no big deal. Like, just but as long as you can fuck up and then say, okay, I fucked up. Let me try it again, and as long as people are cool with it,
learn from it,
and go forward, then that's cool. But it gives you, it's just another way to shoot. And as long as my wife doesn't mind me going, I'm gonna go all the time.
Shooting with a purpose. I think that's the most important thing. Is like a lot of people will go to the range and go shoot. And their idea of shooting is just shooting the gun. And that's how I was for the longest time, which is I love shooting. It doesn't matter what I'm shooting at. You just go there, you load up a mag, and you keep pressing that trigger until it's empty, and it's so fun. Problem, pretty fucking expensive. It's not very sustainable when you're just mag dumping and having the time of your life. When you shoot with a purpose, especially when you're able to be I understand that not everybody has this privilege, but if you're able to go to a range where you can draw from holster, where you can set up targets, it's so much more enjoyable for me to spend half an hour setting up a small course and running it 3 times and spending like 12 rounds versus spending that same amount of time just dumping mag after mag after mag after mag. It ends up being so much more cost efficient. It ends up being more useful because you're actually training for something practical. And I feel more rewarded at the end because you actually see what you're lacking, what you need more training on. And the best part is a lot of the stuff you can work on at home. You don't have to do everything at the range. The biggest shift in how I did things was when I realized that all of the motions that you're practicing when you're going shooting, whether it be drawing from your holster, building your grip, presenting, finding your red dot, all of that stuff you can practice in the comfort of your home, spending $0. Just make sure your gun's clear and fucking dry fire.
Yeah.
And then when you're at the range, you can hard focus on the actual shooting part, your marksmanship, your recoil control, and just making sure that all the stuff you're practicing with dry fire is actually effective, that you're actually following that through when you've got a loaded mag in your hand. And it's awesome. You end up spending way less money on the ammo. You end up feeling more rewarded at the end. You end up being able to see tangible progress on how you're doing. It's amazing. Going and shooting these
Luke, do you dry
competitions.
fire at home?
Sometimes, yeah. My revolver.
By yourself?
I mean, revolvers.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. You don't have to manipulate it. You just dry fire. But yeah, like what Omar was saying, me and Dean, we used to go to Guncraft.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the funnest shooting ever. Like just being able to go over and over and do courses and do,
set up different things.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Why don't we build those little fence things at Kevin's?
We can. They sell them. There's a website that sells all the USPSA equipment you need. They sell the walls. They sell the sticks. They sell the stands.
Let's buy some shit. Let's build little courses at
Hey
Kevin's.
man, give me the credit card. I'll make it work.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can even buy like the steel poppers and stuff and the swingers, the bobbers.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we're going to call it. It's been about an hour and a half, so we're going to go ahead and go. I want to thank the guys for coming. Understand that they don't get paid anything extra to be here, and everybody's got to drive home pretty far, and everybody could be spending their time with their animals, their significant others, but they're here doing a podcast. And the reason to do the podcast is help our brand, our internet footprint grow, to help our business and help feed and support the people who work for us. My name is Will Mead. I'm from Shark Coast Tactical. Please like the video if you're watching it, subscribe to it, hit the bells for notification. Check out our other social media on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X. Thank Jason Hu for supplying us with the Omnis. Even though we're not sponsored, they do supply us with the Omnis. Omar likes to really point that out. And this one is for Lucas Botkins. Remember the day. We'll see you.
See you.